Happy National Poetry Day. Today, Explore York Libraries and Archives is launching a project that we're calling The World Turned Upside Down 2020 #HighFlu Edition. And we're inviting people in York to get involved and help us to create a lasting record of your experiences during lockdown. You don't need any special skills or experience to get involved, as we'll be running free online workshops to support you whether you want to contribute words or images or both to the project. Where shall we begin? At the beginning of lockdown in March, spoken word artist Liv Talk posted on Facebook to ask how her friends were feeling when life as they knew it stopped. She wanted them to tell her in haiku form, that is 3 lines and 5, 7 and 5 syllables, no rhyming, what they'd noticed and send a photograph. She brought the words, pictures and some music together in weekly film, and Project HighFlu came into being. Hundreds of people contributed words to the project and thousands watched the films. Meanwhile, in York, community artist Stephen Lee Hodgkins was making his own lockdown discoveries and creating printed work.
During lockdown, I came across the York printer James Kendrew of 23 Colliergate, who, during the 1800s, had produced a series of chapbooks. These chapbooks, or cheap books, were small, roughly printed booklets and adorned with intricate woodcut illustrations. They kept alive folklore, nursery rhymes, fairy tales and school lessons, and were sold by travelling merchants across town and country. Considered an early form of children's literature, they were mass-produced, affordable for some, and so offered reading opportunities to folk who may not have had access to other written material. The World Turned Upside Down, or No News and Strange News, is a fabulous example of nonsense rhymes and riddles produced in 1820, some 200 years ago, and gives a bit of an insight through a quirky lens into life back then. This title and the huge impact the lockdown is having on all of us inspired me to create and handprint a COVID-19 chapbook, from which this was the first rhyme. To see a child school at home is no news, but geography taught by the garden gnome, strange indeed. Gnome, please teach us more, share with us your knowledge. Our parents are unable, their brains are made with porridge.
We want to combine the two ideas and ask people in York to send us 2 haiku on the topic of no news and strange news, but with a flavour of lockdown, plus doodles and cartoons to illustrate them. We're inviting you to share your experiences of lockdown, good and bad, what's inspired you, what's challenged you, how have you changed, what are your hopes for the future. You can tweet your #HighFlu to us at York Libraries UK, send it on Instagram to @Explore York Library and Archive, email it to arts@exploreyork.org.uk or hand it in at your nearest York Library. Your doodles or cartoons should fit on an A5 landscape rectangle of no more than 210mm wide and 148mm high, and can be emailed to arts@exploreyork.org.uk or handed in at your nearest York Library. The deadline for sending in #HighFlus and pictures to us is the 30th of November. After the deadline, we'll choose 20 that reflect York's coronavirus experience. Stephen will create a 20-page limited edition chapbook printed in the traditional way on handmade paper. Each of the contributors to the final piece will receive a copy. A copy will be given to every library in York, and one will be lodged in our archive alongside the original World Turned Upside Down chapbook from 1820. We'll also make a digital copy available for people to download from our website. If you want to get off to a flying start, we can help. This afternoon, local writers Janet Dean and Penny Boxall will be running a workshop on Zoom to help you to write #HighFlus, followed by a second workshop with Stephen about how to create a doodle or cartoon using a #HighFlu that you or somebody else has written. We will then run more workshops over the course of October and November. Details of when the workshops are and how to book them are on our website, along with the information that we've talked about in this film at www.exploreyork.org.uk. We're really looking forward to meeting you in the workshops and seeing what you create.